Thank you, Pochu, for the very warm welcome. All right, and I would like to welcome everybody here. I'm so excited to be back on Super Wednesday. I haven't been on for a while now, and I just want to see any newcomers here tonight. Can you type in the chat box 111? Just let me know if you are first time here. All right. So, okay. Oh, okay. I would like to begin with this. All right. And people, how much do you love yourself? How much? And by it means not going to the spa or going to beauty salon, just looking good, all right? So it's more on internal health. How do we take care of our whether it's through nutrition, whether it's getting enough rest, whether it's meditating. So are you guys doing adequate enough to nurture the internal health of your body? Okay. So this is something that I never used to understand because when I was younger, I never used to take care of my health, right? I was just working and working and working and chasing money. And eventually I also fell sick. Okay. So that's why when I embarked on a wellness journey, I started to look into natural health. Okay. And it's so much fun. Being a pharmacist over 10 years, I've actually seen a lot of my patients in hospital, retail pharmacy, they actually fell ill and even more sick after taking long-term medications. Okay. So it's always another drug to cover of the drugs that they are taking, show diabetes, high blood pressure. So at the end of it, there's no running away. Okay. If they don't change their lifestyle, they have to be on the pill forever. Yeah. So this is what pharmaceutical, okay, it can prolong our lives, but can it really give us the quality of life? And yeah, when we are 80, 90, 100 years old. Okay. So that's why it's important to take care of ourselves. Yeah. To inject enough knowledge so then we can take good care of. All right. So have you ever felt constantly tired, sluggish? Now, even after a full night's sleep, right? So a lot of people, they can sleep for 10, 12 hours, but they still wake up so tired and not motivated. So is that really a good rest? Now, some people can sleep for 4 to 6 hours a day. They're ready to go, right? The deep sleep, it's very, very adequate rather than long sleep. Okay, our own health this way, because this cannot be assessed through blood test report, where they can only show you markers of your cholesterol, your tumors, your sugar levels, and things like that. Okay, so ask yourself this: are you sleeping well? Can you fall asleep? How is your digestion? Do you get any bloating, acid reflux? How's your appetite? Okay, and how's your energy level throughout the day? This is very important. Right? You will be able to feel it yourself. Okay. And we live in a world that's so toxic these days. A lot of processed food, if you send your children to school, you don't know what the canteen is feeding them as well. Yeah. So pollution everywhere, agriculture, developments going on, stress and chemical world, what the world is today. The air is not as clean as it was 30 years ago. Correct or not? Yeah. So this is something that we understand to always take care of our health, but what solutions for this? Okay. And younger people, younger generations, they're falling ill younger and younger. Yeah. So if you realize people around you are 40s, in their early 30s, already cancer. Yeah. And cancer check is basically not fun. It's like stage 3, stage 4. So much symptoms to it. Yeah. So this is something that's very worrying. How come our body is degenerating? Okay. And we need to understand what to do. Now, if your grandchildren, your children is always on the phone, the tablets, so that itself has a lot of radiation. It destroys as well. Yeah. And because of that, it causes inflammation in our system. Okay. So share a bit about timers who don't know me. I was a sick man. So then not sick enough to die, but sick enough to go to the clinics all the time. Yeah. So my problem started with a lot of gut issues where I cannot put on weight. I don't have much appetite. I have constant acid reflux, heart pumping. My face is, like a bloated. Okay. I pain and also anxiety. Yeah, when my bloating happens. Also a chronic alcohol drinker. Yeah, I guess a week and I drink in large amounts. Okay. So that was stop. And my liver was inflamed and I was pre-diabetic for 10 years as well. So because I was a pharmacist, right? I basically self-medicated myself every single day. Yeah, I don't feel good. It goes away and then it comes back again, Gaviscon or charcoal pill, right? So these are things that I experimented with myself because I'm a pharmacist. I was so okay. And when all this did not work, I self-medicated for 15 years. And when all this did not work, it only gave me temporary relief. I started to experiment on supplements. Yeah. So I stopped all that medication and I started to look into supplements because medication did not work for me anymore. Yeah. And I bought so much, so crazy, that extreme person that to do anything to just feel good, right? To just get my health back. Okay. So all this, they are all from direct selling companies because I know that retail pharmacy, the supplement ranges are not as good quality as direct selling companies. Okay. Then I actually experimented a lot. I bought a lot. And to be honest, it helped me overall. But my gastric issue, it couldn't be resolved. Okay. From a man that was only 55 kilos on my left, you see, I'm never an overweight person or a fat person. Okay. In fact, I was with very bad bloating. Okay. So then I could not absorb a lot of nutrients. Whatever I eat also cannot. Okay. But when I started taking supplements and all this, I started to lose attention. Yeah. Although I would lose all the water retention, I started to be brighter, but my gastric issue was still always there. So I started weight and muscle. Yeah, until today. All right. So this is something that I went through my journey and I started looking into health seriously. And I found this article from Harvard Medical School. Okay. And it says our gut is our second brain. Interesting, huh? And this was in 2017. So I wanted, and I found this. Okay. So if our gut health is not healthy, yep, whatever the symptoms that I have actually mentioned before this that I had, your body starts to go inflame. No, okay. So then it starts to inflame your brain. Poor memory, brain fog, depression, all that starts to come out. Okay. So it starts to be inflamed as well. So that's why a lot of anemia, the food choices that we have, the stress level that we have. Okay. Our muscles starts to get weak. And this is called sarcopenia in a lot of yeah. So we lose muscle every single year. Strength training is so important to bring your muscle level up. Your muscle is as well, right? Fractures, osteoporosis, um, degenerating bones. Okay, so a lot of elderlies, they fall and they break their hip in the toilet, in the washroom because the floor is wet. Okay, so then pass away due to the fall, right? So this is something that we need to take note of, right? And also, our poor gut health will cause skin issues as well. Yeah, eczema, psoriasis, acne, and things like that. The skin specialists, they are not going to look into your gut health. They give you pills, steroid, antibiotics, creams, injections, condition better, temporary. Yeah. Why people need to go back, after a few months after the injection, it comes back again and again and again because into the root cause of our gut health. Yeah. So this is okay. So thyroid, where it controls a lot of hormones, right? So if our gut health is not healthy, it affects our thyroid as well. Our lungs, COPD, it all comes from there. So of course, people that are allergic to wheat or like a flour, our GI tract. Okay. So it's called GERD, Crohn's disease, celiac. Okay. So these are all autoimmune. And high blood pressure, kidneys, right? Yes. If we don't take care of our diet, sooner or later, it will affect our kidneys. Okay. Because blood pressure is also linked to diabetes, right? And finally, liver toxicity, fatty liver. You got your high. Okay. So these are all inflammation that is caused. And it all begins. Yeah. So if you know Malaysians, we are the high blood, the diabetes, right? This is where we need to educate ourselves to look into our gut health and resolve from the root cause. You take pill, and that sugar issue goes down. Yeah, if you take a pill, the sugar level will come down. But once you stop the pill, that's why if you go to doctors, they say that you need on the diabetic pill for the rest of your life. Yeah, but you can actually reverse it with doing lifestyle changes. You don't have to be on the pill forever. Okay, so this is what I learned throughout my years, okay, of researching. And in university, where I studied pharmacy, my professor did not tell me all this. Tell me if you have a condition, high blood pressure, diabetes, just take a pill and the problem goes away. How convenient is that? Yeah, I love that idea. But then that doesn't resolve the root cause. And every single medication has about effects. Yeah. So it jams up your system, it causes toxicity, and most likely at the end of it, your liver and your kidneys become so weak, people have to go for kidney dialysis, liver transplant, right? So that's what it is. Okay. So how do you know where all those go once they're empty? So this is what I was our choices, tons of supplement, we are overloading, tons of medications, right? And these are signs that your body needs to detox. You feel tired all the time, you have brain fog, you can't think properly. People start to get depression, anxiety, your skin starts to inflame, insomnia, irregular periods, autoimmune condition starts to happen when you never had it before, okay? Your body aches, your joint pains, bad breath, right? So these are these symptoms of the reason that why we need to detox on the regular. Okay? So when we look at what happens when your liver, kidneys, and your gut are working overtime, it's actually working to filter out all this rubbish. Yeah. So imagine DPKL trucks coming to outside your house to collect bin every few days. It's the same logic. Yeah. So if we don't take care of our gut, our immune system weaken. Okay, we have all this chronic bloating, indigestion, infection. That was what I was going through. Right. That's why I preach a lot on gut health. Okay. And your kidney will start to fail. Yeah, high blood pressure will come. You get a lot of thirstiness. Okay, weight loss, nausea, vomiting, puffy eyes. I used to have puffy eyes as well, right? Itchy skin, and then cloudy urine. Yeah. And your liver will start to be lazy. Okay, awful breath. Okay, so endless fatigue, right? So these are all things that we need to look out for and do something about it already. Okay. So my question to you guys, in the audience tonight, do you treat your body like, you know what's this? Rolls Royce, yeah, top of the top cars in the world, yeah, luxury car brands. Okay. So, or do you treat your body like a no brand car? Yeah. So Rolls Royce, right? So our body is God's gift, yeah. So we need to visit like how we service our beloved cars as well. Yeah. So even cars, on average, we service 10,000 kilometer every single time. Okay. But why do we not service our body? That is the big question. When it comes to health, people stinge on it. Yeah. Oh, so expensive. Going to the gym, so much time taken. Okay. I got no time, right? So, I need to eat more healthily. Oh, I don't like it. No, the taste is not good. In the end, what happens is that when our body starts to fail, if we don't take care of ourselves, doctors will start taking care of us. Yeah, and medical bills today are crazy high as well. Okay. So isn't your long-term health worth a little internal as well? Yeah. So I want to share this with you. This is what we call the human body energy clock. Okay. So every of the day, our organs will function differently. Okay. So I give you for example, if you wake up in the morning, your lungs, okay, so you keep coughing between 3 to 5. Now, if you wake up and you don't sleep well between 1 to 3, that means your liver needs a detox. Yeah, body is overwhelmed, and maybe a lot of alcohol, maybe a lot of chemicals, drugs, poor diet. Yeah, so this is something that we all need to take note of. So this is something that is very relevant, and it happens to everybody as well. Yeah, so this is a natural process. Okay, and we all know that acupuncture helps to detox as well. Yeah, exercise helps to detox. Eating nutrition helps to detox. Chinese medicine helps to detox as well. Okay, so want to actually go to the Chinese sensei and get the needles into our skin. Yeah, and we need to do it very, very regularly. Okay, so that I do not prefer. I'm not saying that it's not good. That it's just a personal preference. Okay, I prefer non-invasive, no needles. Okay, and acupuncture you need to go very, very regularly, and you need to do it very often. See very good effects. Yeah, it works. Okay, so what if detox your body in a way that is needleless, no drugs, no side effects? Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. And it functions the same way that Chinese acupuncture can. When I came across this little patch technology, I was very skeptical, but curious at the same time as well. Yeah. So I'm glad I gave it. And coming July, I'm already 2 years into patching. Yeah. How time flies. So if you start today, 1 year later, you thank yourself for really starting because you see so much health improvements. Okay. And isn't it time to upgrade as well? Yeah. How many of you guys actually remember this phone on the left? Nokia 3310. It's still relevant today. I know there are still people using it, but then you cannot use WhatsApp. You cannot use Zoom calls. There's a lot of functions that you cannot use anymore. Yeah. So now people can go internationally for free as long as Wi-Fi, right? And things have changed so fast. So shouldn't the way we take care of our health change as well. We get an upgrade as well. Yeah. So I want to talk a bit about this amazing. Okay. So this is an American science and technology company, and the founder, world-class scientist, his name is David Smith, right? So the company has been around for 21 years. Okay. And over 21 years, David Smith actually collected 200 patents. Yeah. Filed by the US government to him. Okay. So in America, it's easy to even get one patent. You have to prove to the US that your product works on human beings before they can issue out a patent. Yeah. And I like this company because everything that David Smith does is based on clinical studies. So a lot of companies out there, when they can make claims, but they cannot produce clinical papers. Yeah. So we need to know what we are using with confidence. Okay. And we can help people along the way as well. Yeah. And this technology is so powerful that there's no drugs, non-invasive, no side effects. Yeah. And I love the tagline of this company: live well, live younger. So this is something that I really want my family members, myself, my friends, they all to be able to do this as well. Yeah. So live until 100 years old or beyond, healthily. Yeah. So when I saw the patches, okay, so it was basically developed based on phototherapy. That means it's based on the nature of light. Yeah. And if human energy, chakras in our body. Yeah. So this is the same colors as the rainbow. Okay. And basically all these amazing patches from the company, they have different functions. Right. So to benefit our overall health. Okay. That if you know how to use it correctly, so many benefits of health. Okay. And when we look, even one of the world famous genius, Albert Einstein, the future of medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. Okay. And Tesla, another scientist, okay, very, very well known. He says that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Now, our cells communicate light, which is energy. So sound and vibration that communicate with each other. Yeah. So the reason why people fall sick is because their cells in their body, in their organs, are not communicating as well anymore. There's a breakdown. Yeah. So everything is based on frequency. Now, even the patches, this is how David Smith actually he developed this massive machine called DHC coil. Yeah. So what happens is that you stand in the middle of the machine, and the machine can emit light frequencies. Yeah, like you can see in the middle of the screen right now. So then what happens is that David Smith wanted to make it affordable to public. So he turned this technology that can benefit effect of the body can self-heal faster to a little patch like this. Yeah. So this is truly right. So it's not just a random sticker or koyok, people say. Yeah, when I first started, I also thought it's a mosquito patch. But actually, it's so powerful. Yeah, for a chance to understand this further. Okay. So this is how our body reacts to light. Yeah. So if you go anywhere in the world, the red light district is always red. It's never blue. Because red segment. Now, if you go to hospitals, any hospitals are always blue or white. It's never red. Because if someone comes into the hospital with a heart attack and they see red walls, they die even faster. Or if they see nurses in hot red, like a uniform or doctors, the patients will die faster, yeah, with a heart attack. Okay. So remember when we were younger, I'm not sure about parents nowadays. Do you guys actually children or your grandchildren to go out there and look at the green? Yeah. And why is it so powerful and still relevant until today? Okay. Because green actually regulate our organ functions. Okay. And when we look at when we go to beauty salon, some of you ladies go to beauty salon or your men, right? So if you want skin whitening, they put you under the yellow. Why? Because it actually increases the antioxidant in your body, the hair skin. Yeah. So it's never green or blue. That's how the nature of light is. Sorry, hang on a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Let me just go back to the slide. Okay, so here. Okay. So we're talking about the natures of light, right? Okay. Hang on a minute. Next video I want to show you is a short 30-second video. And I want you to understand this. Now, did you know that light can actually kill cancer cells? Okay. So can you see that this IV, okay, is basically green light? Okay, so let's take a look at this short video. I'll explain later. Now, this therapy is actually called photodynamic therapy. So can you see the wires? They have different colors. They have violet, they have green, they have blue, they have red. Okay. So this delivered system in 15 minutes interval. Okay. So it uses a drug called photosynthesizes light to target the cancer cells. And the laser can be even directly inserted into the tumor, but IV has systemic benefits. Okay. So it can also enhance mitochondria, boosting ATP production and cellular energy. Powerful. So this is something that light can. So it strengthens our immune function, helping the body to fight cancer viruses. Okay. Increases blood flow, oxygen, nutrition delivery. Now, so this is not a new technology. In fact, it has been about 30 years, 30. Now, how many of you have not heard about this technology before? Can you type in the chat box 222? Yeah, if you have not heard about this therapy before, type in the chat box 222. Okay. So 30 years ago, and a lot of people have not heard before. Why? Because it's not a money-making as opposed to chemotherapy or radiotherapy. Yeah. So this is something that we need to equip ourselves with, that light has the ability to fight cancer because it boosts up our immune system and it also helps to kill a lot of bad cells. Okay. So that's why what David Smith is actually doing, all the patches are actually based on light therapy, the natures of to give us the best health possible when we use it a very long for a very long period of time. And coming in America, coming soon, right? This year, he came out with a light infused water. So it's not alkaline machine. It's not what RO water or normal water, right? So it's light based machine. Yeah. So when you get all this light into your body will start to become healthier and healthier, and it complements the patches that we are using as well. Yeah. So can you see the relevance here? What light can do? Powerful. So this is the natural healing process. Now, if you get out to the sun for 10-15 minutes every single day, between 7:30 to 8:30, your body will start to become healthier as well. Now, but a lot of us, like if we work in corporate, we have no time. We normally wake up 6:30, and by the time we reach office, it's all aircon. So that's why people are falling sick. They don't go out to the sun enough, you see. And by the time they finish work, it's already dark, and they rather spend the time in the bar rather than going home to beat the traffic, right? So that was my life before as well. Yeah. So that's why this is something that we need to find a balance in. Okay. If you look at, right, so all these different wavelength of lights has different functions. It gives you energy, vitality. Blue, aeon, pain management. Green, SP6, regulate organ functions, hormones. Yellow increases antioxidant, supports immunity. And X39 increases our stem cells production. Yep. Without the use of drugs, medication, nothing. Okay. So this is something of the nature. And let's talk about what stem cells are. Okay. Now, stem cells are the master cells in our body and repair any damaged brain cells, our liver cells, our kidney cells, provided that we have enough healthy stem cells in our body. I find so amazing because the freshest stem cells are actually from the women that actually deliver babies. Yeah, it's in the umbilical cord. Now the younger generations, once they deliver, they actually extract the stem cells from the umbilical cord and store it in the blood bank. You want to take it out and you need to extract it out again. That's another cost. It's from the British Scientific Journal. And in our human life cycle, can you see that there are about 10 billion stem cells, 10 billion on average? Yeah. So as we age, it's a quantum drop. Now, by the age of 60, we only have 5% remaining. So what of stem cells? And when you use it together with Aeon, it reduces inflammation is the root cause to all diseases. Okay. X39 can also do to reset 3 to 4,000 genes to a younger and healthier state. Regenerate by 8.5 years. Now, David Smith actually did a lab test on this. Yeah. So he has, okay, because in America, they are very strict. So we cannot stop our chronological age. That means that, so this is not anti-aging. This is called reverse aging. So with X39, we can turn back time. We can give 10 years, 15 years of vitality back. Lesser pain, better sleep, get better appetite. Yeah, why not? And this is a very important patent dated in 2020, July, right? It says that X39 is a non-transdermal container that has the function stem cells by increasing copper peptide Cu in our body. Yeah. So this is non-transdermal. That means nothing enters the body. That's how safe it is. Okay, so I'll talk about what GHKCU means. Okay, and secret peptide to longevity. Okay, because it repair our tissue for every single part of our body. It has multiple anti-cancer activities, anti-inflammatory actions, okay, and anti-anxiety, anti-pain, anti-aggression, right? So it can also do DNA repair and activation of cell cleansing. So GHK is found in our blood. It's in everybody. Yeah. So then the peptide GHKCU is to stimulate healthy stem cells production. So that's why X39 stimulates GHK in our body. Yeah. So then it in turns increases the healthy stem cells production in our system. So it's very simple. And this is the potential use if you have enough healthy stem cells in your body. It can regenerate every part of your body. That's why people go for expensive stem cells injection. It costs you between 50 to 100,000 ringgit each time. 50, 50, to 100,000. Yeah. So it's a huge, huge industry. Okay. So take it out from another person's umbilical cord, extract it, and then they inject it into people. Or you can also cultivate it in the clinic that will know how to do it. Okay. And use your own stem cells to actually inject it back into your body. Right. So there are different ways. Okay. So how do LifeWave patches work? Okay. So we all get energy from the sun, even our plantation, our crops, our animals, and we in turn eat the vegetables and the animals. Okay. Now we are all light being. So remember during the height of COVID, we actually, if you need to fly, the custom will have a special thermal camera scan. And basically he can and see what colors. If you're highly inflamed, your body is healthy, you're blue and energy, the light that we cannot see with our naked eye. Okay. But it's there, you see. So it's emitting energy. Yeah. There's energy flow every single second. Yeah. Whether it's blue, red, green, yellow. Yeah. So all these are all different energies. So when we use the patch and patch it on our body, inside this patch are organic crystalline amino acids that our body needs. Okay. So then when it's heated up, the organic crystal forms a mirror. And the energy that's been been emitted every single second is trapped by this little patch, which is the mirror, and reflect the good energy back to the body for faster self-healing. That's how it works. Okay. So this is the mirror, and this is the reflection. All right. So inside this batch, the ingredients, amino acid, water, stabilized oxygen, sugar, salt. That's it. Everything is organic. That's why it's non-drug. Okay. So non-transdermal of any drugs, chemical, or stimulants. And it doesn't interfere with any medication. If people are taking cholesterol, diabetes, stroke medication, Alzheimer's, Parkinson, it doesn't interact because it enters the body. It only acts as a tool, as a mirror, to reflect back the energy back into our system for faster self-healing. That is a very simple technology. Okay. So that's why when we look at the patches simply reflect back the inward of the wavelength of light emitted from our body. So light is also frequency. Okay. And this is what we can see from the thermal camera scan. Cannot see with our naked eye. Okay. So why do we need to detox, as I mentioned at the beginning, and how can we do this? Okay. So guys, you can actually do this. It's a very simple method to actually detox. Yeah. And just by using X39 in the morning, Aeon at night. 10 years of your life, you use it for 1 month. Years old, use it for 5 months. Gradually, you see improvements. Yeah. You just need to be very patient with this technology. A lot of people that give up after using it for a few days or few weeks, they say there's no effect. But this is a long-term solution. Yeah, natural healing, there is no fast way. Okay. You need to be very patient. Keep on attend Jinlong's Zoom meeting, right? To keep listening to different testimonials. Okay. So it's very powerful. Right? How do we patch it? Now, in our nervous system, there is one largest nerve that is called vagus nerve. Okay. So when you patch it at the back of your neck or 2 fingers below your belly, you're actually stimulating the vagus nerve. Now, why is it important to stimulate your vagus nerve? Because it actually gives us circulation to our entire organs, all our major organs. Now, give you an example. A house without sufficient electricity, the electricals will not be able to function properly. Your radio, your TV, your fridge, your washing machine. It's the same concept with our body as well. Yeah. So when you stimulate your vagus nerve, you are basically giving more blood circulation to all your organs. Now, your organs are the electricals. It's your washing machine, it's your fridge, it's your TV. When they get enough electricity, all your organs will start to function properly again. Yeah. So that's why 6 months, 1 year, 2 years down the road, when you go for your blood test report, your blood test report starts to improve. Your sugar level starts to come down. Your high blood pressure starts to. So all these are all through natural healing process. The basis of human body is enough blood circulation. That's why if you go to Chinese TCM, they do acupuncture is also to stimulate your blood flow. It's the same reason. That's why LifeWave is so convenient because it's a Western acupuncture technology without the needles, without the pain, without the queue, yeah, without needing to find parking. Just do it in the morning and nighttime. Yeah. So when you are using this technology, you will go through something called the reaction or healing crisis. Yeah. Because it fixes the broken cells in your body. So a lot of people, after they start using it, they don't feel well. Oh, I got cough, flu, fever, and things like that. I've got more bloating at the beginning, more acid reflux. It's actually a good sign. It's indicating that your body has starting to go to work to fix the broken parts of your body. Yeah. So this is healing. And healing is never linear. Okay. So a few days, wow, the energy level got better. Wow, I sleep better. Then after that, suddenly they don't sleep very well anymore. They don't anymore. Yeah. So it's only true over time, your health can improve slowly. Yeah. So it's not a magic patch that when you put it on, every problem of yours goes away. There's no such thing. Yeah. So that's why I always tell people that when we want to explain to people how this works, make sure they use it in the longest time possible. It's like eating the right nutrition. Even when we are 100 years, need to exercise. It's the same. If you want to be healthy, patch as long as possible. As long as possible. Great things will come your way. Okay. So I will always like to compare healing reaction with our heartbeat. It's never linear. If your heartbeat is linear, that means we are dead already. Mati. Okay. So that's why in our life we also have ups and downs, just like our healing reaction. It's the same thing, guys. Okay. So embrace it. We are here to help you all. Right. So don't give up. Okay. Keep using it. Okay. So some examples of if you find that your gut health, you get cold sweats, your face is pale, you get diarrhea, headache, constipation, flatulence, and things like that. That means your GI system is improving after you add on the LifeWave patches. Okay. It's actually detoxing your body. That's why it's so powerful. Yeah. So don't panic and say that, oh my God, like I fall sick after using the patch. Actually, it's not. You're not falling sick. Your body is detoxing every single second. It's so powerful. Okay. So tons of testimonials from knee degeneration to spinal issue, autoimmune, severe kidney dialysis. Okay. So Lyme's disease, stroke recovery. So blood cancer, ovarian cancer, foot recovery, glaucoma, colon cancer recovery. We got so many testimonials. If you want all these testimonials to your sponsor, all right, there will be the relevant videos for you. Okay. So before I end, I want to share 3 misconceptions about stem cells therapy. Okay. So we all know stem cells are very expensive. Okay. And if you have been following the news, last year, just about a year ago, this very huge blood bank called they basically store stem cells, umbilical cords of mothers. Okay, after they give birth, they want to store their stem cells for 10 years. So then one of their electrical boards actually went haywire and destroyed the stem cells that were actually stored. Yeah. So if you were to store 10 years of stem cells in the blood bank, there is also risk that the electricity will trip and there is no proper handling of it. Yeah. So this is one of the methods. So do we still need to store our stem cells? That I leave it to you. Okay. So secondly, we talk about stem cells injections a lot. And this is a clinic in Montiara, Malaysia. Montiara. So it's called Premier Clinic. And the price of the stem cells is 98,000 onwards. And how often do you need to do it? Once a year. Advisable once a year. Because your stem cells level will drop as well. Yeah. So a lot of people that have done action, they use the patches for maintenance as well, which is very good. Okay. So it can combine like this. So is it only for the rich and famous? What about people like us? Yeah. 98,000 years of patches. X39 15 years. Okay. I can slowly patch. No problem. Okay. So localized stem cells injection like hair growth, or get rid of wrinkles or joint pain and things like that. So it has to be localized and it's painful as well. Okay. So this is something to take note of. And if you are willing to do it, by all means, and each treatment can cost you between 30 to 40,000 per treatment. And maybe one treatment is not enough. You need to go back 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Yeah. How much is that really? About 200,000, 300,000. So you figure it out, right? And why not we start from the safest and most affordable option, okay, which is the X39 that can elevate the GHK copper peptide in supporting the health of our own stem cells, and it's clinically proven to enhance overall vitality and well. Use it together with Aeon, okay, and to reduce the stress inflammation in the body. Okay, so why this combination? Because our body is highly inflamed, which most likely everybody is because of the toxins, the environment, things like that. Your healthy stem cells cannot grow, all right, cannot be activated also. Yeah, because every time it comes out, the healthy stem cells, it gets activated, the inflammation will kill the healthy stem cells. That's why some people, when they use only X39, the results are extremely slow and they stop. Yeah, but when you use it together, Aeon acts as a booster of the inflammation first. So then your healthy stem cells can be regrow and reactivated. That's how it works. Okay. So very simple. Just patch and drink 1.5 liter water a day. Yeah, because water is the best electricity conductor inside our body. Okay. So hydration keeps your cellular signaling functional. Yeah, that's how our body works. Okay. So people that don't drink enough water, the effect is very. When you actually use the patches, your body water because you're detoxing, you get very thirsty. You don't get ulcers in the. Yep. So just drink more water. Okay. And I'm talking about mineral water, not just mineral water, because our cells need minerals to function properly. Okay. So we have some other products in the market that claims to stimulate stem cells. So this is one of it. It actually works on artificial frequency. So this is a light therapy device as well. Now, you see where the device is blowing? It's actually at nerve, where I show you the diagram just now, right? So this also stimulates blood circulation to all your organs. It's the same function, guys, but the consistency of using this is very difficult because you need to blow 20 to 30 minutes a day like that. Yeah. So then it's actually not it's actually well, okay, very difficult. And infrared machine, it actually produces heat. Okay, so infrared heat, and it can also help with overall vitality. Now, all this visual frequency, meaning that you need to have battery or you need a plug point, yeah, in order for it to emit frequency. Now, why LifeWave is different and so powerful? Because it is the only phototherapy product in the world that uses your own body as a power source. There's no battery inside, there's no plug point, nothing. Your body is the energy, is the battery. That's why it's powerful. Take the patch, put it on your body, and it goes to work. Yep. Your self-healing journey begins. That's how powerful it is. Okay. And I always like to say this that LifeWave patches are basically insurance and using it right now. Okay. So then it gives us a lot of health benefits. Whereas medical policies, insurance policies, we buy, it's only then we can claim. And we hope that we'll never claim it. So then it's important as well. That's why I said that what can we do right now at this instance to regain control of our own health? Exercise, eat right, sleep well, enough hydration, add on the patches, and your life will be complete. Okay, so this is not something that you just use the patch and hope for everything, your health conditions to improve. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so we still need to have a balance of everything. Yeah, then you see a very, very good effect. Okay, so this was taken from the Star newspaper in 2015. 2015, so I extracted this out and look at the major diseases. It was only about 4. Okay, but you see in 2035, they estimated the cost to go up to 6 to 7 figures. But it's really happening now in 2025, No need to wait until 2035. So ask yourself one question. Is this LifeWave patch something that can help you to lessen the visits of hospital, doctors, and give you better health? Yeah. So this is why we educate a lot. And I hope that for people who have been using it to continue to use it with confidence. For those who came on board today to listen, I hope you gain some insights as well. Okay. So lastly, I want to share this quote: "Don't to start valuing wellness." Okay. So thank you so much for listening. I'll pass the floor back